Welcome to the future. Which is now. Welcome to the future, which is now. Holy cow. You might as well live now. You're already dead somehow. You might as well live now. You're already dead somehow. Oh, I'm not gonna put Papa Smith on the bed because I don't think I'll ever get over superstition. You're not supposed to put a hat on the bed. Bad luck, they say. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not, but I want Papa Smurf right next to me anyway. And I want Kuan Yin with me for this broadcast, my revelation. The past is prologue. The end is the beginning. The beginning is the end. La 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 la. A little bird looked down on Henry, Mr. Mystery. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'm gonna put Papa over here because there you go, Papa. It's a good seat for you there. La 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 la. La 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 la. And I say, yeah, you look wonderful tonight. This beautiful lady is walking around with me. And then I ask her, do you feel alright? And she says, yeah, I feel wonderful tonight. I'm going to continue driving west in just a few here. I just got to pack up my stuff and hit the road. Finish my cup of black coffee. It's really delicious. I was able to get an English muffin. That's pretty much it. That's available for me down here. These places are beautiful and all, but really not too considerate of vegetarians. Vegans, actually, for me. I mean, I don't do animal products because they make me sick, literally, and not just physically, because they're products of the production of crime against animals and against innocence, against all of us. So we're all one. That pig that you ate on Easter, and all the pigs that I ate before I changed, they're you. They're you being hung upside down and having their necks split and blood pool out all over the ground and screaming and squealing, shaking, begging for their lives. All the animals penned up. The turkey in Charlton that would come up to the fence to me and dance with me and pace back and forth with me, just begging me to let her go. Him or her, I don't know which, but just begging me to cut a hole in the fence and let it go, and I couldn't do that. I couldn't because I'd end up in prison, and I don't want to go to prison. I want to be free. But we're in a prison already. We're in a prison with invisible walls, a prison for the mind that you can't see, smell, taste, or touch. A prison that keeps you from exiting, from the exodus, from withdrawing your support from corporations that dominate and are controlled by a little clique of evil sorcerers who murder by numbers. They've gotten away with human sacrifice for eons, and they're done now. They're done. I declare that they are done. Because now we invoke love and peace and freedom and joy and harmony and bliss. Sat Chit Ananda. I know you are, but what am I? You're too beautiful to put into words. No, you are. No, you are. Stop it. I want to get to go to my head. Just play. Home in the full range and feeling of modern English. Home is a conception that belongs distinctly to the word home and some of its GMC cognates, and is not covered by any single word in most of the IE languages. Buck. Slang phrase, make oneself at home, become comfortable in a place one does not live, dates some from 1892. At home, at one's ease, is from 1510s. To keep the home fires burning is a song title from 1914. To be nothing to write home about, unremarkable, is from 1907. Home movie is from 1919. Home computer is from 1967. Home stretch, 1841, is from horse racing. See stretch. Home economics as a school course. I had Miss Currier for that in Swampscott. And then Brian Crescendo was very unruly in that class, and he pulled me. I was a shy, withdrawn kid in 7th grade, and he pulled me into his mischief. And Miss Currier thought that I erroneously assumed he was very aged. She was like 90, and I think she had dementia, and she presumed that she was really bitter, and nasty kind of. And I mean, the sewing was kind of cool for me to learn a little bit. I think I could actually remember that right now. I haven't used a sewing machine since then, but I think I could do it now because of her. But one day she kicked me out of the class, and I'm sitting there in the hall, and I thought I was so such a good boy that I was so freaked out that my parents would find out and I'd be in deep trouble. And I'll never forget sitting there on those steps. Little Steppenwolf, just someone walked by and was like, "What are you doing?" And then took me to the office. So funny because I wasn't a troublemaker. I was the furthest thing from that. And I still am, really. I am. I don't want any trouble. I just want love. That's all I've ever wanted. And I've already said that before at some point, but I meant to say it now more than ever. I'm just going to read the Gale here, and then Gale, the etymology of Gale. And then I'm going to go to Psalm 451. Now I know why this word's been up in my grill for so long. Why I knew intuitively all along. I knew. Gale, strong wind. prayers for President Kennedy and all of the fallen angels, all of the sacrifice victims. I hope they're still alive. Charles Widmore. Oh. A gale, noun, gale, strong wind, especially at sea. 1540s from gale, wind, originally uncertain, origin uncertain. Perhaps from Old Norse gol, which means breeze, or Old Danish gal, which means bad and or furious, and furious, and often used of weather, which are related to Old Norse galin, furious, mad, frantic, enchanted, bewitched. From gala, to sing, chant, the wind so called from its raging, or on the notion of being raised by spells. But OED finds reason to doubt this, or perhaps it is named for the sound, from Old English galan, to sing, or gailen, to yell, L. The Old Norse and Old English words are all from the source of yell, in nautical use between a stiff breeze and a storm, in technical meteorological use a wind between 32 and 63 miles per hour. 5 and 9. La 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 lee. The little bird looked down on him really. Okay, I'm not gonna cry. There's nothing dark and there's nothing weird. Don't be afraid. I will hold you, dear. From the seance where you first betrayed an open heart on a darkened stage. The celebration of my teenage station. Things I once thought unbelievable in my life have all taken place. The revelation of Sonmi 451. Sonmi 451's revelation. Welcome to the future, which is now. You might as well live. Somehow you're already dead. Holy cow. Sacred cow. Please stop butchering them like you are. Please stop it. Please save them. Please save Mother Earth. The revelation of Sonmi 451. To be perceived and so to know thyself is only possible through the eyes of the other. The nature of our immortal lives is in the consequences of our words and deeds that go on and are pushing themselves throughout all time. Our lives are not our own. From womb to tomb, we are bound to others, past and present, and by each crime and every kindness we birth our future. David Mitchell, thank you. Mother, thank you. Thank you for hearing me and helping me. Everything's for you. I don't take any credit. It's dedicated all to you. It's for you, Mother. Godmother. My fairy godmother. Danielle Rousseau, what is your name? Jin Kwan. Kwan Jin Su. Jin. Danielle Rousseau. Hello, Jin. I'm Danielle. Danielle Rousseau. It's the 19th of April, 2022. I'm at the Holiday Inn Express in Clearview, Pennsylvania, and I'm heading west today. I'm going home. Finally. Live lyrics, Voodoo Lady. Light up that cigarette, she said, and calm the fuck down. You got a serious side to you that could give the whole world a frown. Now nothing really matters to me, you see. Check out these holes in my gown. Let your eyes lose their focus a little. Let your guard come down. I was thirsty for everything, but water wasn't my style. Guess we might have to teach me something. Guess we might have to show me how. Teach me. Now put out that cigarette, she said. Something ain't right in here. It's tied to the both of us. I ain't sure now. It isn't clear. We could have been born helpless children, begging for our next meal. I could be a voodoo lady, just a classy hooker playing the field. Classy holy hooker, hey, I made up my mind, yeah. I came to see your sign. Disappear this morning, but come back tonight. Light up a cigarette, an American spirit, she said, and calm the fuck down. Relax and let your ears hear this beautiful song that's hiding underneath the sound. Underneath the sound. I made up my mind. I came to see you fly. Disappear this morning, but come back tonight. Voodoo lady, voodoo lady, voodoo lady, voodoo lady. I was thirsty for everything, but blood wasn't my style. Voodoo lady, did I dream you up, or are you for real? Are you for real? Are you for real? Are you? Yes, you are, I know. I mean, I do. Oh, 7 days movie script. Synopsis. Bruno Hamel is a 38-year-old surgeon. He lives in Drummondville with his wife Sylvie and their 8-year-old daughter Jasmine. Like many happy people, he is leading an uneventful life until a beautiful fall afternoon when his daughter is raped and murdered. Oh, this is not the movie. This is not the movie. This is not the one I wanted. This is not it. How did this? Not the movie I was thinking of. I don't know how that happened. I thought it was called Seven. Well, I know the actor's name anyway. Josh Johnson, right? Yeah, did I get the name of the movie wrong? If I do, no, I don't. I forget the name of this. It's my dad's favorite movie. Oh, what? I thought it was 7 days. Okay. Is it Joshua? Oh well, it doesn't matter now. But let's do this until I can remember that. It's 8:18 a.m. on the 19th of April, 2022. I'm just gonna fringe Walter Bishop. Don't you forget about me. I'll be there. I'm just gonna go grab a book that I want to read to you a little bit. Have a little piece of this English muffin. It's probably not even fully vegan. I'm just gonna dip it in mustard and dump some of the trail mix.
suppose I could get an apple, but the fruits at these places, they're just like, they're not fresh at all, so you're not really getting anything from them, you know? Not that I'm going to be getting much from this here English muffin, but it'll tide me over so I can find something better later to eat.
Hare Krishna. Namaste. Simple minds, don't you forget about me. I'm going to read this. That elixir called love. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, oh. Won't you come see about me? I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts. Give me everything, inside and out, and love strange, so real in the dark. Think of the tender things that we were working on. Slow change may pull us apart. When the light gets into your heart, baby, don't you forget about me. Oh, I think it's called 9 songs. Is it 9 songs or what is it? Is it 1 week? 1 week. It's 1 week, isn't it? Uh-huh. Write that down so I don't forget. You gotta write stuff down. Ideas, when you catch ideas, you gotta write them down or it'll drive you bonkers trying to remember. Just had to go write this down so I don't forget. Baby, it's you I've been waiting for all of my life. Johnny Rivers. Baby, I need your lovin'. I do. Absolutely do. Baby, I need your lovin'. Baby, I need your love. Although you're never near, your voice I often hear. Another day, another night, I long to hold you tight, 'cause I'm so lonely. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Some say it's a sign of weakness for a man so big for a man to beg. Then weak I'd rather be, if it means having you to keep, 'cause lately I've been losing sleep. Baby, I need your lovin'. Got to have all your lovin'. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Empty nights echo your name. Whoa, sometimes I wonder, will I ever be the same? Oh, yeah. When you see me smile, you know things haven't gotten worse. Any smile you might see has all been rehearsed. Darling, I can't go on without you. This emptiness won't let me live without you. This loneliness inside me, darling, makes me feel half alive. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Baby, I need your loving. Four tops. No, you're too beautiful to put into words. I know you are, but what am I? No, you are, but what am I? But I know who you are.
Sit up straight. Sit properly.
That's what Sri Shrub Prabhupada, I heard him say on a recording once.
Sit properly. Sit properly.
He like waxes his stick.
Sit properly.
Discipline is important to being a disciple. I mean, it's all, you have to be playful. I mean, you don't have to, but you know, it's about having a balance between playfulness and seriousness. A little bit too serious or a little bit too playful, and you know, it goes out of whack or out of balance. It's just about finding that sweet spot, that Narrowsburg. One week, 2008 movie script. One week. What if everything you what Arius? What if everything you Arius? ARIAS? What if everything you I'm just gonna skip that word because that seems ridiculous. What if everything you have in that one day or a week, 1 month old, I fear that you have good news. Detected in cancer cells, your blood, liver, and lymph nodes. We need to start the treatment immediately. That is so serious. In this category 4, relation to the degree that these are the first 3 unfiltered thoughts. Now the head of Ben, cancel the wedding, relief to be able to use this excuse to get rid of the brand. 6 of the testing, English classes. How many people at his funeral? The 4th thought, he called, are you sure? He had made a mistake. You know, I feel good, sure. So what are we talking about? You have a way of extremely aggressive cancer. You need an aggressive treatment. Fuels are my options. Enter a scale of 1 to 10. The survival rate is about 10%. Die? When it comes to people, launched the odds. In some cases, a complete recovery is unprecedented. And if the treatments do not work, how long do I have? A couple of years? A couple of years at least. So what is the minimum there? Are you good, son? Yes. Yes, I'm fine, thanks. They are the bike? Yes, I am a few years ago. Yes, but I am a few years ago. Never had hope to sell. My eyes are rising. I just want to go to the last part of this movie, actually, if I can. The person to declare his love, you want to do what exotic place went for a coffee. He wrote that book, 1 Week by Ben Tyler. To strive, to seek, and I find it will not fail. To be used for translate. I don't even. It wasn't really a good version of the script. Let's find a better one. Yeah. I'm gonna do that French Canadian song at the end of the movie. Because the main character was, he didn't think he could sing. He thought he sucked because he was told by a teacher when he was a kid that he was no good, and he believed it. And it's just so parallel to my life. I mean, it's not even funny, especially it's just. But I can't give everything away. I can't tell you anyone to say exactly what's going on here because it's not right now. Oh boy. Follow the yellow brick road. I'm just gonna get back on the road and follow the yellow brick road, keep going to where I have my GPS set. I don't remember everything yet. Songs on this soundtrack are An Awful Lot of Sunshine, performed by Hugh and Rosie. Imaginary Bars, written by Tony Decker. Hard Road, written and performed by Sam Roberts. 20 Miles, performed by Selena Martin. Calendar Girl, performed by Stars. Don't Bother, written by Brian Lee O'Malley. Oh, Canada. Reborn, written by Ged Flood. Nice Day, written by Scott L.D. Walker. $1 Million, performed by Joel Plaskett. Skyway Bridge, written by Melissa McClelland. Doing Okay, music and lyrics by Andrew Hentzman. I guess I'm gonna make this bigger so I can not be leaning forward like that. Weighty Ghost, written by Paul Murphy. The Great Escape, written by Patrick Watson. Pacifist's Anthem. I gotta learn all these songs. I'm gonna try to do this French song, even though I don't speak French. I tried to do one like a week ago, a song called Laura, and I kind of was able to do it somewhat. So I'm gonna try this. It's un Canadien errant. And this is the most touching. This is the part of the movie where there's not a dry eye in the house. Campfire. She's waiting for me, and she'll wait for as long as it takes for me to get to her. Know this now. And I'm so relieved and excited to meet her there. But like I said, I don't. For all you know, this is an act, and I want to keep it that way because I don't want, you don't know if this is real or not, and I don't want this. It's not. This is for me and for her, and for God. Which does include you. I mean, God is everyone put together, but what I mean is it's not for ego. It's not for, You know what I mean. I'm not the same anymore. My little tiny girl tells me to just shut my mouth. Just straighten up. Just sing. My heart builds like a lightning storm. In my eyes, I look surprised. I looked surprised and I didn't know where to run. I looked at her. She's found the cure. Her future's already begun. Tomorrow's laid its claim on me. That's all I want to do. I know where to run. I run electron blue. Remind me to go to the etymology of Lee next. Un Canadien errant bani dese foyer. I should probably try to do this. I should do this with the karaoke because I don't really remember how the tune goes very much. Un Canadien errant. Canadian errant Luke Doucette and Melissa McClelland with lyrics. I gotta dappen two front teeth, so sometimes my S's whistle. Demons driven out and happily replaced by the presence of true love, real love, the only one who saves. I wanna dance with you. I see a world where people live and die with grace. The karmic ocean dried up and leave no trace. Black as midnight on a moonless night. And not hot anymore. I'm gonna have to slow it down. Yeah, this is the part of the Truman Show when, big exit. Not gonna cry. Pani desse foi pai, Bakurean durant des pays étrangers. Oh, au courant fugitif de sa séance. Si tu vois mon pays malheureux, va dire ami, que je me souviens au jour si plein de pires où était disparu. Et ma patrie est là, Je ne la verrai plus. Non me en expirant. Oh, mon cher Canada, mon regard languissant, vers toi se portera, si tu vois mon pays malheureux. Va dire à mes amis que je me souviendrai. Na 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 1837. Écrit à l'époque de la révolte des patriotes, à la suite de laquelle un certain nombre de participants furent condemnés à mort et d'autres à l'exil. Sorry if I butchered any of that pronunciation. Like I said, I don't. I'm gonna learn. Written at the time of the Patriots' Revolt, 1837. Some participants were condemned to death. Other to exile. Oh boy! Thank God. The wind. That elixir called love. The only one that saves. I've been saved by a woman, an angel. The most beautiful smile I've ever seen or could ever see. The most beautiful eyes. Catherine liked high places. High up on the hills. A place for making noises, like whales. She built a chapel with her image. An image on the wall. A place where she could rest and rest. A place where she could wash. And listen to the wind blowing. Listen to the wind blow. Listen to the wind blow. Mm-hmm. Torture on the wheel. patron saint of nothing, a woman of the hills. She once was a lady of the city. Lady of the city. But now she sits and moans. Oh, listens to the wind blow, blowing, wind blow. I see her in a chapel high upon the hill. She must be so lonely. Has been to a Catherine. Handsome, rich one for the lady. Listen. Shh. Listen to the wind blow. 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 Oh, be good. I love that ending. More than you know. You know why that's the ending of that video? With you sitting there meditating, and then the cop comes and raps on the window and tells you to move along. Okay, that elixir called love. Ready? I'm going to share with you a way back piece of evidence here from Cash Register Synchronicity CRS. I just pulled this one out. I have several of them in this. I'm a little shaky right now, not because of the coffee, but because of what. So no more. This one was 5:44 p.m. on the 2nd of February, 2020. So it was 2222. And the number of items was 22 in the purchase. See that? And the time was 2:44. And what's 22 plus 22? 44. Yep. my staff found me in New York, in Narrowsburg, on the road to Damascus, and I walked up the road to Damascus with it. And the guy who worked at the shop who sold it to me for $41, his name is Paul. He's got a great beard, great bushy beard, and he was playing Philip Glass. Before I read from this page, I'm just gonna 205. I'm gonna read since I'm in 207. I'm gonna read from 205 to 207. It'll be perfect. But before that, I gotta do a little. I'm gonna smooth my sheets here. Sit silently and breathe. Join me, please. I'm gonna put my black gloves on. These I got in Narrowsburg as well. Here's where I am right now. Let's see if there's any synchronicity. I didn't even check this on my receipt for my salad from yesterday on 4/18/2022. Total was 926 and the tax was 52. Time was 17th hour, 20th minute, 51st second. Clearfield, Pennsylvania. Clearfield. Everything suddenly becomes clear. Clara. I'm so happy that I can't stop crying. Thank God. Whatever happens, it's going to be worth it to be with you. Finally. Love will lead us. Love will lead us, all right? Love will lead us, she will lead us. Can you hear the dolphins cry? See the road rise up to meet us. I can't wait to meet you there. I'm not scared. Light my candles in a daze, 'cause I found God. Yeah, yeah. I'm forgiving myself for blocking you. I didn't know I was doing it, so I forgive myself. I forgive myself for I knew not what I was doing. I was blocking your signal and I didn't know. It wasn't my fault though. I know that. I didn't know, but I didn't know. And I still don't know everything at all. I still have a lot to learn and more than I can imagine. But I'm so happy to be on the trajectory now. I'm on the right track and on my way to learning it.
there's so much I have to learn and so many gaps to be filled in, but answers will come. Just rest now. I've already gotten more than I ever could have imagined or believed possible. I'm so grateful. So grateful, Mother. Oh, compassionate one. You gotta hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other. That's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. Living on a prayer. The one who was beating my heart appeared. Oh, today is the greatest day I've ever known. Can't wait for tomorrow. We're on the verge of sacred dawning and slow, slow eyes. Say I done told you. Say how I tried to. With the promise of what more than what you are. What you are, what you are. We're on the verge. Is something wrong with the world today? I don't know what it is. Something's wrong with our eyes. We're seeing things in a different way, and God knows it ain't His. It sure ain't no surprise. We're living on the edge. I found my teacher. One of them anyway, but my main one, my top, my, my divinely appointed one, the one that was scripted for me, and I was scripted for her, and I'm right on time. Bells are ringing, and the battle is won. I know one day we'll find a place called home. home and hope. Just hold on to me. Just hold on to me. You're wanted this time. With love comes the day. Just hold on to me. I was looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love in too many places. Looking for signs. Looking for traces of what I'm dreaming of. Now that I've found a friend and a lover, God bless the day I discovered you. Oh, you. Looking for love, lost and found. Lost boy no more am I. Lost boy no more am I. That doesn't mean I can't get lost again. So I want to maintain this. I want to sustain it. I don't want to fall anymore, and I won't. I shan't. I must stand and deliver. I must walk the walk in addition to talking the talk. And you will help me. You will guide me and keep me in check. You do that. You already have. You already do. I gotta get my tenses right. So I gotta read this part first before I go to the other one that I turn to. I don't have to, but I want to. Page 96, that elixir called Love by Ramtha. Oh, right. Before I do that, before I forget, I'm gonna read you the etymology of Lee. It's just a marvel how I knew all along, but I didn't. I mean, it really is a marvel. It's Marvel Comics. Marvel. These headlines are nothing to me. It's nothing to see. She's all I've ever needed to find. So when the time is right, come to me sweetly, come to me, come to me, so we can be together. Lee, noun, Middle English, Lee, Leia, princess. From Old English, Leo, shelter, cover, defense, protection. From Proto-Germanic, Kluiwaz, source also of Old Norse Lee, Danish Le. We're perfect for each other. Don't ever believe anything different.
Source also of Old Norse, Lee, Danish, lay, Old Saxon, Leo, Dutch, Lee, shelter. Give me shelter before I fade away. The original sense is uncertain. It might have been warm. Compare German Lau, tepid. Old Norse lie, shelter, warmth. Come here, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Nautical sense. That part of the hemisphere to which the wind is directed. 1400 is of Scandinavian origin from the notion of the side of the ship opposite that which receives the wind as the sheltered side. As an adjective, 1510s from the noun. The lee shore is that toward which the wind blows. Middle English also had luth, warmth, shelter. Old English, hlup, with Proto-Germanic abstract noun suffix etho, seeth. Also compare lukewarm. Luke and Leia. What in the hell? Entries linking to Lee, Kele, Proto-Indo-European, which is Aryan root meaning warm. It forms all or part of caldera, khalid, calor, caloric, calorie, calorimeter, cauldron, coddle, chafe, chauffeur, chowder, coddle, lee, lukewarm, nonchalant, scald. Is this the meeting place? I want to know. No, I think I know what it is. I know. I already put it in my GPS yesterday, right? I get it. I'll be there. Or be square. Take your time. Hurry up. Don't be late. The choice is yours. Scald. Verb. This is the so-called Proto-Indo-European Pi or Aryan root of lead. It's Kele. It forms all or part of caldera, calor, C-A-L-O-R, caloric, calorie, calorimeter, cauldron, coddle, chafe, chauffeur, chowder, coddle, lee, lukewarm, nonchalant, scald, afflict painfully with hot liquid or steam. I gotta go get some more coffee. I'll be right back. I don't got to, but I really want to. I'm gonna give myself a treat. Be sure to give yourself a treat at least once a day. But make sure it's nothing toxic that's gonna kill you, of course. Check your ingredients lists. What I always knew has come true. I am so grateful. I don't know what to say or do. So I'll do nothing. I'll just hit the road and keep on going, carrying my load. All the way home to my love, my heart. My life. I'm not going to get a new one of these. Actually, where's my mug? Did I leave it in the car? Oh, well, whatever. Never mind. I'll be right back.
Thank you, Kurt. Thank you.
Thank you for calling me honey. I appreciate that. I do appreciate being called honey and sweetie and all that because it's an acknowledgement of how I and what I really am. Thank God I finally am clear on that here in Clearview, where I just stopped because there was a giant traffic backup, and I wasn't about to sit an hour in traffic from at 5 p.m. Just it's like, but this is the thing. This is exactly. It's all. When you let go and let love rule, it's all changed. I'll just go to what I went to before, because I think in here, where was I gonna? Oh yeah, okay, 204. That elixir called love, Ramtha. I know you haven't met this yet, but you will, because if you do not ascend, you are going to die. And that means that before your death, you are going to suffer and you are going to be incapacitated. And all of the silly things in your life will flow like tears from your eyes. And the hunt for sincerity will be white hot in your mind and in your heart. White hot. I know your hour is coming, and I want you to know that it is. Surely as you sit here tonight, surely in moments away, your life is ending here, and what shall it be? To fall in love with a person, another human being, has got to be the direct result of first falling in love with you. And that means that if you are this consciousness, these voices here, you already know now that this, your God, allowed this to happen. And how can we say that God tolerated this or let this happen, or you needed to think this way? God is not a brainwasher, regardless of what the Republicans say or Democrats say. She says Republicans here, but I'm going to add Democrats as well. God is not a brainwasher. No, it is love. Love allowed this explorative consciousness to happen. But unfortunately, a few emotional events and it gets cast into stone. And then everybody stops growing, and then we have reincarnation because we wear out the bodies, but the lessons are unfulfilled. Did you hear that? We wear out bodies emotionally, not through the lack of exercise, but through the lack of mental exercise. We wear out the body. It dies. We are still stuck with the same program. We have to have a new body. We go through it lickety split. It dies. We are still stuck with it. This is just a little body. You are just another body. No matter what your altered ego says, you are temporal. And if you think you are not, I have a bridge I want to sell you. No, it is the mind that wears out bodies. I don't care how much you exercise, you ignorant fool. This is not the answer. That is not the answer. Don't get me started. No, look at me. You all want love, the great fountain, the great elixir. It is true. To have that magic moment, we would lay down our lives for lifetimes to relive it, but for an hour. It is that great of a high, and it is that quintessential of an orgasm. To love ourself is to love ourself is the beginning of the quest. Rather, do to you what you do to those you love. Rather, do to you what you would do to those you love. Do you love yourself enough to do to yourself what you have done to estranged lovers who promised you all these things? You gave your body, your virginity, your bank account, you gave everything to. Would you be willing to do that to you? What is the criteria of your love? You like men, you like women, you don't like either? What is it? What distinguishes you from the normal? Maybe you are abnormal.
maybe, it is how you have twisted your mind. Look at me. Would you, as a parent, expect your child from your womb, from your seed? Look at me. Would you have them do to themselves what you have been doing to yourself? It is a fair question because in the next life, that is going to be the great experience. Would you? Come on. Would you? Why? Come on. Would you expect your child to get emotionally ill just to get back at you, your partner, or someone else? Would you? Would you encourage that? Would you encourage your child to believe a line of sexual fantasy about themselves? Would you encourage them to believe that? Would you? Would you encourage your child to go out and, like a predator, to seek sexual love and sexual favors? Would you? Page 206, that elixir called love, impact on reincarnation. Would you like this done to your daughter, what you have done to other women? Would you like this done to your sons, what other women have done to your sons? Would you? I am asking you. So why is it all right for you and not all right for them? Because you love them. Partners can come and go, but when you have passed your seed to the next generation, that is a love that cannot be broken by any sexual partner. The man for his children, the woman for her children is absolute. Why would you do that to you and not allow that to your children? Because you love your children. Your children are an extension of your good. That is how you see them. They are an extension of your good. You take on all the bad, but they are the good. And so you are going to preserve for them good and protect them against people like you. Yes, people like you. You love them. All right. Children are not broken up into little boys or little girls. They are called children. That is a blanket consciousness for a treasure, that which is protected and fought for. And unless you have had children, you will never understand what we are talking about here. But if you are a parent, you get an idea of the love I am talking about. Now, when do you begin to feel that about yourself? When do you allow your observer to tackle your voices and be as protective with you as you are with your children? When is the day that you no longer have to give in to your sexual voices, your diseased voices, your power voices, because they are just in your head, the same way that you would be a good steward to your children? Now this is a runner I am going to send you most powerfully in my audience. So be it. To love you. Why don't you love you? I will tell you why. Because you've got a voice in your head that said, lay down, I think I love you. You have got another voice in your head that says, I believe you are telling me the truth. You have got another voice in your head that says, everything is okay. This is just an experience. No responsibility. No responsibility or ability to respond. You have got that voice in your head. Then you have another voice in your head that feels bad because nobody took care of you. And you know who didn't take care of you? You. But that cry of freedom that, quote, everything is all right, unquote, well, hypocrisy and lies are not all right. So what hypocritical voice you have got going on in your head, people, that is telling you, quote, it is cool, this is a learning. Yeah, right. How many times do you have to do the learning? Or is that simply a cover story for an addiction? And the greatest failing of all is that you have convinced yourself with these voices that this is the standard quote. And you know what breaks your heart is that there is no voice in your head that stands up to the lot of them. And what hurts is that no one in your head was ever on your side. Just like our first quote, lay down, I think I love you, unquote, ends up that there is nothing that we hear in our head that has compassion and love for us.
That breaks my heart, and it should break yours too. It should break yours too. Yes, you have got this voice. Speaks this, speaks that, says this, quote, this is wrong, this is right, unquote. Oh, you love me until I talk about your truth, and then you don't love me. You go away, and that is cool. You are away from me. You know what? You ain't got no voice in your head to love you into life. You've got only first seal neuronet. Motion. You have got second seal neuronet, body, pain, suffering, accidents, disease, anything to gratify what is not happening within you. You are making it at the cost of your life. Politics, royalists, communists, socialists, fascists, isms, isms, isms. Listen to me. Our greatest hurt is that we didn't have a voice loud enough that spoke up against all of our neural nets. That breaks our heart. So we cultivated a voice that always shouted down our greatness and spoke for our humanity. That is when we have lost God, because the voice of God is the observer. A really soft little voice. It is kind. It is a whisper. Is like butterflies in your soul and in your mind. That is how quiet it is. And what we find about our ill-spent youth and into our adulthood, which we are sorely unprepared to have, why we don't like ourselves, is because we have no one in our mind that sits up and speaks for us. We have no voice that says to us, I love you, you are precious to me, don't do this. We will do better without it. You are a good girl. You are a good guy. You are a good boy. You have a good life. Don't do this. That speaks as old and as wise as the young virulent voices that trash everything for gratification. And masters, this is what hurts the most. Every day of your life, you are getting older. So young people, you don't think you're getting older? What a fool you are. You are getting older, and as you get older, our madness starts to set in because we don't hear the voice of God. We have no willful voice, listen to me, that is so righteous and so kind and so moral and so loving that it can help this tattered brain to make its way through the labyrinth of its own deeds. And that is absolute hopelessness. Hey, you think God is in a church? Do you think God is in a tabernacle? You think God is in a pile of ruins? You think God is in the cross? God is in you. The holiest relic there ever was a little mirror. It is not the cross, it is a mirror just for you to look at yourself in, to be reminded that the voice is coming from within your face and is talking to you. That is love. And the disappointing thing is, and why you are here, is because that voice ain't been so strong in your life. And the voice that is the great parent, the great father, the great mother, the voice of wisdom in your head that allows you to be foolish but says, now pay attention, don't go out here tonight. This is not a good thing, stay home. Or go there, don't stay home. Go there, go to wherever. Go have yourself a few drinks. I will talk to you if you are getting into trouble. Thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you very much. That is the voice of God. The sadness is that many of you are so doubting and so strict and so intellectual that you don't even hear it. And yet it is so small, it allowed your voice to get that large, allowed your attitudes to get that large. The love of God, this is the greatest love there is, and parenting that produces children is a reflection of the God that created us. It is called reflective love. So what is then love in the fourth seal? Love in the fourth seal. How can I explain that to you without every adjective not having an anti-preposition to it? How can I explain that to you? How can I explain the fifth plane to you? How can I explain the sixth plane to you? More importantly, if you haven't heard the voice, how can I explain the seventh plane? So what is it when we really fall in love? How should we approach this, and should we? Yes, you should, because the first step of the way is to clean yourself up, to love yourself as much as you would love a child in your family, and to do to you what you would do to a child. Do to you. Throw away people, places, things, times, and events, and trash. Get rid of them. Get rid of it. Everything. If your parents say you cannot see those children anymore and they are wise, what are you going to do when the voice in your head says, don't go there anymore? Are you going to say it is archaic? It is out of fashion? It is not cool? When we learn to listen to the voice, we will understand that godly love is likened unto parental love. And we don't go there, and we follow that voice. I don't care how unconventional, how ignorant, how buffoonish it sounds, we don't go there. That is how we empower the one voice. Hare Krishna. Hallelujah. Oh.